How to take care of the Madagascar Giant day gecko. How to care for your giant day gecko in only 5 steps. Number 1, enclosure. Number 2, lighting. Number 3, temperature and humidity. Number 4, diet. And number 5, what decor to put in the enclosure. Step 1, enclosure size. The bare minimum is an 18-inch by 18-inch by 24-inch tall enclosure, and that can house 1 or 2 Phelsoma grandises. I currently have mine in an 18 by 18 by 36-inch tall enclosure and plan on giving her an upgrade, although it is not 100% necessary. If you are looking for some place to buy an enclosure, I recommend Exoterra. Step 2, lighting. These geckos are native to the hot island of Madagascar, and they are known for basking out in the day, so they require UVB and heat. I recommend buying from either Arcadia, the Biodude, or Reptisun for these products. But make sure to stay away from those trash coil UVB bulbs because they do not emit enough UVB. Make sure that you get a T5 linear UVB bulb 7%. If you skip out on this, your gecko could slowly suffer from a metabolic bone disease. And keep in mind, you have to replace the UVB bulb every 6 to 12 months. Step 3, temperature and humidity. Since the giant day geckos live in Madagascar and it is pretty hot and humid there, the ambient temperature should be around 75 to 80 degrees Fahrenheit, as well as a basking spot around 90 to 95 degrees Fahrenheit, and a night drop around 70 to 75 degrees Fahrenheit. Now for their humidity, it should be around 55 to 70%, as well as humidity spikes throughout the day when misting up to 85%. Creating opportunity zones, which is key when keeping reptiles, and being that it is a necessity to track those measurements, one great option is the Biodude thermometer hygrometer. Step 4, diet. In the wild, Madagascar giant day geckos primarily feed off of various sorts of insects, as well as pollen, nectar, and other various fruits. In captivity, the way we replicate this is by giving them a prepared diet, such as Rapashi or Pangea are the 2 most trusted brands, and we give them various sorts of insects like crickets, dubia roaches, and superworms, and many more. And don't forget to dust all of the insects with calcium powder. I recommend Rapashi Calcium Plus. And make sure when feeding insects, the width of the insect is no bigger than the width in between the gecko's eyes. An adult Phelsoma grandis should eat about every other day, but babies and juveniles a little bit more as they are still growing. Unlike crested geckos, these guys enjoy their insects a little bit more and require them at least twice a week. The rest of the feedings should be a prepared diet. Step number 5, how to build the enclosure. There are 2 different ways you could go with this. Number 1, a non-realistic setup with fake plants, or you could go a bioactive setup, which is what I would recommend for 3 reasons. Number 1, it is more healthy and beneficial for the animal because they engage in more naturalistic behaviors. Number 2, you never really have to spot clean or change out the substrate, so the maintenance is a lot lower. And number 3, it is like a living piece of artwork. Since this is going to be a high humidity biome, there has to be a drainage layer. What the drainage layer does is catches the excess water and moisture from the substrate whenever you missed it over time. Otherwise, the soil would get waterlogged and cause root rot for your plants. What you can use for the drainage layer is clay balls or leca. I recommend the Biodude HydroGo version 1. The next step is putting a screen divider using window screen mesh or geotextile fabric, both works, so that the water can pass through, but so that the dirt does not mix with the drainage layer. Next, what to use as the substrate. The absolute best substrate on the market is the Biodudes, and for this biome, what you will need is Terrafauna. The next step after that is to add in your biodegradables. That will be your leaf litter and sphagnum moss, so that the microfauna, which is your springtails and isopods, have food to eat. The next step is the hardscape. I recommend using pieces of ghostwood and cork bark because they do really good in high humidity biomes. Next, begin planting. Some of the best options are pothos, bromeliads, and aglaonemias, but there are many more. The best place to buy these plants is the Biodude. One of the last steps is to add your microfauna. This is your springtails and isopods. For the isopods, I recommend dwarf whites in conjunction with powder blues because they do really well together, and they do great in high humidity biomes. And for springtails, you could just do temperate tropical springtails. Even though they mainly drink running water off of leaves, it is still a good idea to always provide them with the water bowl. And for misting, you should mist them twice a day. The reason why I was not building a bioactive enclosure whenever I was telling you how to build one was because in a few days I'll be doing a build on how to make an enclosure for Amazon milk frogs and giant day geckos. I hope this care guide helped you, and if it did, don't forget to like and subscribe.